You're watching Car Coach Reports with Lauren Fix on CBT News.
This is the 2025 Volvo XC40. It is replacing the XC40, but it still retains good performance, excellent technology, and very cool designs and features that make it exclusively a very cool little electric SUV. We'll show you some of the changes, including more performance. Let's get started with the exterior of the vehicle. Our test vehicle is the top-of-the-line Twin Motor Ultra. The EX40 is a luxury compact SUV that is all electric. There are 6 trim levels: the single or twin motor core, single or twin motor plus, and the single or twin motor ultra. Also available is the black edition, which is an appearance package including the onyx black paint, gloss black badging, 20-inch gloss black 5-spoke alloy wheels, and a choice of suede light microtech or textile charcoal interiors. One of the things that denotes a Volvo is this headlight signature. It is Thor's hammer. It's one of the coolest little features, and it is also their LED running lights. When opening the front trunk or the hood on all Volvos, just follow the arrow, and right here you will find the latch to release underneath the front hood. Because there is no motor under the hood, this is where you would store in the front your charging cable. And of course there's an adapter here as well. All of that is right here. It's about 2 cubic feet of storage, but it's a great place to keep them safe. The performance of the EX40 Twin Motor Ultra is fully electric, front and rear electric motors, and 402 horsepower with 494 pound-feet of torque, which makes it a very zippy car. 82 kilowatt-hour lithium-ion battery and shift-by-wire single-speed transmission. Anti-lock brakes are standard, as well as hill start assist. It gets 94 mpge, which means about 260 to about 296 miles, depending upon how you're driving it and what drive mode. 0 to 60 time is a quick 4.1 seconds. It is available rear-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. It does have electric assisted steering and 1-pedal drive. Our test vehicle rides on 20-inch alloy wheels with all-season tires, which is perfect for a Swedish car that is actually a European vehicle. The warranty is 4 years, 50,000 miles, and the battery warranty is good for 100,000 miles. 4 years or 40,000 miles of maintenance is included, and that'll help save you a few dollars. Coming around to the back, you've got an upper wing with an integrated third brake light, and I wish this wiper blade was tucked up underneath. We've seen that on other Volvos because they're one of the brands that started this. Hopefully we'll see this in the next generation, which is coming soon. Volvo across the back LED taillights, which have a very nice signature to them. EX40 here. This is an all-electric car. It is all-wheel drive. It is really nice and clean across the back. Overall, this vehicle is really, really unique looking. And that's one of the things I like about it. It has a European flavor to it. It is a Swedish brand. 22 cubic feet with the seats up. Fold them down, you're at 58 cubic feet of storage. One of the other really nice features is you can take this piece and tuck it up here, and you can put items down here so they don't roll around. Really smart idea, very creative. Much like many things the Swedes do, they like to make their designs very unique, very creative. Although this vehicle does not have one of my favorite features, I'll show you that on the inside. Inside the Volvo, which seats 5 people, is a front driver's seat that has memory setting, 4-way power lumbar on both front seats, and mechanical cushion extensions to make your ride just a little bit more comfortable so the seat is not cutting in the back of your legs. Front and rear heated seats, heated steering wheel, and an air purifier so you can breathe nice and cleanly. It also has power folding rear headrests, so when you're not using the back seat, you can see much clearer. I do like this recycled material. It is not leather, although leather is the #1 green material you can use. Your center screen is 12.3 inches. It is a little faster than the previous processor. In addition to that, you've got your climate control. You can check all of your air qualities. Very, very nice to have. And if you want the temperature controls, that's in the center. There's no separate controls. You press it, you can adjust that however you want. Currently, we'll just put it on 1. But you also have your temperatures for each driver and passenger. You can make it sync right there. Heated seats and heated steering wheel, 3-stage for both are here. For the driver's side, and the passenger side is right there. In addition to that, you can go over to this left lower button and you've got messages, YouTube when the vehicle is parked, driver journal. Your range assist is right here telling you your actual range. Again, it has to do with temperature. It has to do with a lot of other factors. It says it has a range of 270 miles. I don't know. I find it to be a little less than I'm going to say it's around 250. So it's something to keep in mind. Your speed, your driving style, and your climate control, all of that is right here. Going back, you've got additional controls for your Google Maps, your air quality, your car status is right there. And it's very sensitive to the touch. So you can see all the information is here. Tire pressure as well. You have Bluetooth media, Sirius XM, and radio. Radio is FM only. There is no AM radio. Below that, you've got your phone connection for Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, which you also have Google Assist, Owner's Manual, and the Apple Play Store, which you can only use when the vehicle's in park, you're waiting for your kids or whatever. The next button over is your around view camera. It has a lot of different settings. You can pick each side for the cameras, or you can just use a backup camera. Remember that Volvo's all about safety. They created the seatbelt. Safety is their top priority, and they've always said that they will put safety first, which they have. And these vehicles always are 5-star crash test rated, so they're one of my favorite vehicles as far as safety. In the center, press that button, much like that of an iPad. You've got your last controls here. Over to the right, you've got all of your driver settings. You've got your driver assist modes here, standard or off-road. I don't think you're going to off-road this. I guess you can. Pilot assist is part of the default, which is a lane centering, adaptive cruise control. Lane keeping aid, I have that off. Road sign, I want that on because I think that's a nice thing to have. Ready to drive notification. How you start the car is you sit in the vehicle, and the weight of your body on the seat allows you to start the vehicle. You have to have the key with you, obviously. And again, you want to keep kids away from the car. I don't want to take any risks with that, but the car won't know unless you set it up that way. So it's important you set that up. Ready to drive notifications. One pedal drive is automatic, and you can make the steering wheel firm or less firm. Again, that's your personal choice. Going back, you've got additional charging information, where to charge, the full range. This is for your sound, for your Harman Kardon audio, which is spectacular. You can set that up any way you want. We did get to listen to the Abbey Road Studio in the EX90. It was spectacular. And I am not an audiophile, but I was super impressed. Hopefully they'll put that in the other vehicles as we move along, because I think that would be definitely a game changer. Connectivity, you've got Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and so forth. All your controls, you can set up your profiles, and the Google, everything is there. So really nice, tons of safety. Everything is digital and really easy to use. Now, how do you drive this car? You put your foot on the brake. Once your body is in the seat, you put the vehicle into drive, and then you can actually start driving the vehicle. 0 to 60 time is 4.1 seconds, and you can feel it is zippy. There is about 34 more horsepower. There is a little bit of wind noise. It almost feels like the window might be open a touch, but overall, super quiet car because it's an electric car. You don't have the drive line. And if quietness is your thing, you want peace and quiet, then you might want to look at an electric car, because you're going to get the quietest ride of any vehicle because there's no drivetrain. It's just nice and quiet, electric motors doing their thing. The one pedal drive is really nice. While you're sitting here at a traffic light, you can take your foot off the gas. Much like auto hold, the vehicle won't roll forward. It'll only go when you step on the pedal. I guess you could call that like a golf cart, but it makes it very intuitive. It's easy to drive. It doesn't strain your foot when you're sitting at a traffic light, if that's an issue that you have. One thing to note is the 2025 EX40 does not have the NACS charger, which is the Tesla charger. That'll be coming in the next year, but charging cable is included, which is nice. Not every brand is including that. All these little features that Volvo thought about. The only thing that's missing that I know is on the upper trim levels, it's still one of my favorite little features, it's just a cute little feature, is the Orfors crystal that they usually have on the shifter. In this case, it's not available on our test vehicle, and this is the top of the trim levels, but I guess I could live without it. If you're looking for a vehicle that you can just go back and forth to work or back and forth to school, this is a great car for new drivers, because you can charge at home, you can charge at college. Some of the high schools have chargers, you can charge there as well. And because kids don't have money for gasoline, this is certainly an option to consider. I know before that people always thought, well, I'll just get them a fuel efficient car. This might be an option to consider. Again, check the insurance rates, because that's going to be a big factor on any vehicle that you purchase. And if the insurance rate is better for your particular policy, this is a great option to consider. It's small, it's extremely safe, and it'll get them where they need to go in confidence, which is one of the important things of this vehicle. Visibility is huge piece of glass out the front. The sills are a bit high for me, but still excellent visibility even out the back, and those headrests do fold down. Again, a very nice little feature because they're thinking about who's using this vehicle on a regular basis. The brakes are excellent on this car, and this one pedal drive, when you take your foot off the gas, it slows the car down immediately. You can shut that off if you want. But at first I didn't like one pedal drive, but now I understand this is a standard with electric vehicles, and I think it's a must-have. It just makes it easier to drive it. It makes it more comfortable. Handling is nice. This is not a gigantic vehicle. Easy to park this vehicle literally anywhere. On the screen in front of you, you have digital gauges. It also has a traffic sign recognition, which I left on. I like to know what's going on as far as speed. Last thing any of us need is a ticket or to get in trouble. But the handling is where I think this car is really nice. This is where you see that European flavor. Just really easy to drive. Now we're going to do the U-turn test. Put the wheel all the way to the left. And it's not as tight as I would like it to be. That backup camera makes it a lot easier. Nice and crystal clear. Very easy to drive. Certainly a really good car to take your driver's test in. If you're a new driver and you've got to go to your state and get your driver's test. I remember that taking my kids, they used to cover up the backup camera. This is such an easy car to drive. Really, really easy. Again, you can feel that European flavor in the handling, in the ride quality, in the design details. The 2025 Volvo EX40 has some pros and cons. On the positive side, I've always loved their designs. I think they're very creative. They're very good use of space, nice materials, and you always feel like you're driving something a little more special than a lot of the competitors. Also, quick acceleration, very nice, comfortable ride, and stylish details all the way around. On the negative side, well, the range is an issue compared to some of the direct competitors, but other than that, the center screen's a little quirky, but I think it's been that way for a while. And in the next iteration, I think we're going to see faster integration, although those Google Maps really help offset some of the issues it's had in some of its past generations. The list of competitors is actually pretty long. The Porsche Macan EV, the Genesis GV70 Electrify, the Audi SQ6 e-tron, Polestar 3, Genesis GV60, the Tesla Model Y, and the Jaguar I-Pace. Now let's talk about pricing. Our test vehicle is loaded. It is the top of the line, and the range starts at $53,795, all the way up to this top trim level at $62,045. Overall, I'm really impressed with the Volvo product. I love the EX40 because it's small, compact, easy to drive, and you get in it and it's just so simple, but it still has great performance and a lot of style. The Swedes really know what they're doing. Remember, this is actually a European vehicle, and they're always about safety, and Volvo has top safety ratings. I'm Lauren Fix. Thanks so much for watching.
Thanks for watching Car Coach Reports on CBT News.